Hello and welcome to What I Eat in a Day as a Chronic Illness Baddie. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Started off this day, I'm getting my TENS unit on. The pads were so sticky, I actually need to replace it. So, this was my last time using these pads, and I have new ones coming off Amazon. TENS units are great for any body pain you have, and yeah, in bed, this was a leftover slice of a frittata. There's like a shit ton of vegetables, eggs, we've got peas, carrots, cabbage, a little bit of cheddar, eggs. Yeah, there you see my TENS unit was actually on. So I take a supplement in the morning for like my hormones because I was diagnosed with PCOS. So I gotta wait like a half hour before I eat. So you could see I'm the TENS unit. It's almost done. It's like 40 minutes, and I'm eating that. I plan to go to the gym today, but I literally woke up feeling dead and kind of like inflamed everywhere. I think I actually took an ibuprofen this morning, but I decided what I really wanted to hit at the gym was the stair machine, but I decided to do the elliptical instead because it's easier on your joints. Got my water bottle, got my Hokas. I live in Hokas, like for real. And these Marshall headphones slap. I am an earbud hater. They give me pimples anyway. I went to the gym. I'm never gonna film a ton in the gym because it's like a sacred space for people, but I did 35 on the elliptical. Took my shower, and it's time to show you the incredible makeup and skincare I do when I'm gonna be at home. Most of the day I have some stuff. I'm almost finished something. Again, even if you're not leaving your house, put on SPF. This is my favorite one. This is the Aloe Soothing Sunscreen by CosRx. It's one of the more affordable K-Beauty sunscreens. And this never burns my face, ever. It also works as both an SPF and a moisturizer. So, I'm literally only putting this on and nothing else. Like, I feel like because there's so much air pollution in the city, it's really negatively impacting my skin, and it's been super sensitized lately. But, this, no matter what I got going on, no matter what I did to myself, no matter what my body is doing to me, all good. I was hoping to go on the stair machine today and like really kill myself, but my body's pretty sore, so just did 35 on the elliptical. This is an ancient Glossier Balm.com from when they came in this packaging. I bought a bunch of backups of this back in the day, and I really wish I didn't because lip formulas have gotten so much better. But I will use up everything that I paid for. I feel like I've tried the new formula of the Balm.coms as well. I feel like the pigment is not suspended evenly in the formula. So like, I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of have like a purple line over the top of my lips. Not the best. Yeah, we're doing SPF lip balm, and I'm gonna do when I don't leave my house is when I test out my like perfume samples. So let's see, should I do Henry Rose Smith or Andrea Mack Ceramic? Let's go with Andrea Mack. I really love Light Source from her. That's my favorite one. Eventually I would like to buy like a travel of it. Let's see. Damn, that's not working. There we go. I feel like she makes very vegetal fragrances, which is like interesting, and like I feel like kind of Scandinavian of her to have these like super earthy, organic smelling, like kind of offbeat fragrances. That was ceramic. I didn't look up the notes or anything. Oh shit, I would have to do that on my computer. I do really like her fragrances though. They're like so very natural. I was about to say supernatural, but that's one word. I didn't mean that in like the Jensen Ackles manner. Preternatural, perhaps, the Anne Rice manner. Anyway, I got shit to do. I'ma go. Bye. Been having a super busy morning, but I have about a 15-minute break, so I wanted to show you. I already chugged this down while I was getting shit done, but I made a psyllium husk, cinnamon and honey iced cafe con leche. It was really good. Then today is like the day where if you don't spend enough money at Sephora every year to matter, you can get 10% off. So I wanted to show you what I picked up at the Sephora sale. I'm like the bottom tier one because I pretty much shop from Sephora once or twice a year. Yeah. But I got Casino from Brown Girl Jane. Where is my cursor? Okay. Yeah, I got Casino from Brown Girl Jane. I've heard Lauren May Beauty talk a lot about that, and I'm super excited to try it. I got the Refi Brow Sculpt. This is the only brow product I've ever used that actually holds my brows up, and like, I've literally tried every drugstore option. Straight up, nothing holds my brows up except the Refi Brow Sculpt, which sucks because, like, if the e.l.f. works for you, that's like $6. I got 2 of these because the one I have is so crusty it almost doesn't work anymore. I'm about half done my little Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. This is one of my favorite perfumes of all time. Then I got Henry Rose Queens and Monsters. I picked this up because of Anna Lauren. I love this perfume, but last time I took a flight, they stole a whole bunch of shit out of my luggage, so I had actually bought this and this got stolen. But my credit card, I had like travel insurance through it, so I got refunded. Like, they lost my luggage for 5 days. I got like hundreds of dollars back, which was sick. So replacing this, this is a bougie, alright? So this is Kilian, I'm Smoking Hot. This is, I'm a huge Kilian fan. Everything I've ever tested or tried from Kilian I love. This is one of the only brands that I will blind buy a perfume from. Of course, it's $50, so at least I got like 10% off, you know? And last, this is Clean Reserve Skin. This is one of my favorite fucking perfumes of all time. And I ran out of it like a year ago, and I was debating like, do I want to replace it or not? I do. Then I also have the Net Te Vini. So this I saw recommended by Veronica Says a million years ago, and I've been thinking about it ever since. Decided to just pick up a travel spray. That's like a blind buy for me. I don't buy full bottles of perfume because I have like so many tiny ones that I feel like I would never get through it ever, and it's kind of like a waste of money for me. So I'd rather like have little ones, and I don't want to have like 40-year-old perfume rotting on my shelf or like in my bag, you know what I mean? And the last thing I got is the Kosas. No, this is, I can't believe they named this, the Kosas Wet Stick Moisturizing Shiny Sheer Lipstick with Ceramides. Wet Stick, that's a disgusting thing to name something, so of course I had to have it. And you know, if a brown lipstick exists, I will fucking buy it. I love Kosas lip products, actually. I have their red lip oil and Jawbreaker. It's actually the second one of those I've ever bought. It's one of my favorites, but I'm kind of been falling out of the reds and like strictly only wearing brown lip products. And also I only like bullet lip products too. I don't know why, but anyway, that's what I got at the Sephora sale. You're gonna see this like a month or two later. So, yeah, if you're seeing this, this is not saying to, like, go buy these things yourself, you know, or that, like, you have to. I shop at Sephora once a year, and this is it. Yeah. Don't give corporations any money that you can't spare, you know what I'm saying? Don't let them fuck with you like that. And because it's my birthday month, I'm getting the Skin Fix Radiant Skin Set. I didn't pick this. This was literally the only birthday option. So, anyway, I'm super excited. Then it was lunchtime, and I realized that I forgot to feed my son that morning. So just didn't have time. So I fed my son first, of course. He's smelling yeasty and happy. I think the bread will be a lot better this time. I'm hoping for like bigger loaves. If you saw my past videos struggling with sourdough, I've been making some like okay, but like mildly flavored and skinny loaves. Like my son's not getting my like thick bitch jeans, man. Rough out here. Then I decided for lunch that I was gonna make a kimchi and crispy spam Caesar salad. Now, two of my favorite foods in the world are kimchi and Caesar salad. I know a lot of people are spam haters, but you're probably like rich Americans because literally like middle class, poor Americans and like a ton of different Asian cultures around the world, like we be fucking with spam. I got the lower fat version. Just in general, if like there is a lower fat version of something, there's probably like a 90% chance I'll buy it. Yeah, then that crispy chopped up spam went right in the fucking air fryer. I'm realizing watching this that like I had a huge energy crash this afternoon and spent like the second I finished my like projects for the day, I spent like 2 hours in bed, and I'm realizing it's because I probably did not have enough protein for my like hormonal issues and the amount of activity I do, because like a quarter of a block of crispy spam is just not enough protein for like a hormonally imbalanced struggling bitch. So I really killed myself for the afternoon, but the salad was still delicious. Next time, even if I was doing crispy spam, I'd probably add like tuna or like tofu also, which I have a block of tofu. I could have done that. Like, why did I sabotage myself? So this was my first avocado I ever picked up at an Asian market here, and it was delightful. I also picked up some hinoki. No, hinoki is a tree. Enoki mushrooms. And oh yeah, those were in my like leftover like frittata thing too. But yeah, I was actually planning on making like Korean army soup style like tteokbokki today with like the enoki mushrooms. But I ended up freezing what I hadn't used already because I just like did not have a lot of energy, man. Gotta rip up that fucking lettuce. All of this produce was either pre-prepped or sanitized already. So this whole lunch came together in like 7 minutes, which was perfect. Yeah, that was my whole mix of vegetables. Like, I think that looks pretty good. And yup, the kimchi. Kimchi, is love. Kimchi is life. It just tastes so good, man. I remember when I was a kid, my mom would make me and my dad eat kimchi outside because she didn't like how it smelled. And like back then, I was a kid, it was like snowing and shit. So like me and my dad would be like standing outside in the snow, just like eating kimchi together. Good times. Yo, maybe my childhood was weird, wasn't it? I bet you could tell it's like that scene in Bob's Burgers. Look at how you stand. People who had good childhoods don't stand like that. Nah, it's all good. This was the crispy ass, low-fat spam. This was a fire salad, honestly, but I should have had a smaller salad and maybe like a burger or some tofu or something with it instead. She was thick and delicious, but very low in protein, and as you'll see, I did it to myself, like just being real with you. Like, also, you know, I didn't wake up this morning feeling too good. Oh yeah, I was blasting the Stone Roses while I ate. It was transcendent, truly. The song I Want to Be Adored, that's like my jam. Hell yeah. Yo, this was a fire salad. Like, you gotta put, like, kimchi. Next time, I might, like, chop up the kimchi really fine and mix it into the dressing so it, like, disperses more evenly. Like, Caesar salad and kimchi is, like, fucking bomb. Like, somebody has to have done it before, and it's, like, a great combination because, you know, Caesar salad was invented in Tijuana in Mexico. So, like, You have, oh yeah, yeah, I had to cut it because I was like, you can't watch me air guitar by myself. Then, in a few hours, I was fucking starving. Of course I was, because looking back at this, I didn't have enough protein. And, like, I don't know, I guess I was just, like, wrapped up in shit and I wasn't thinking right. Also, I apologize for massacring this mango. Usually I just, like, will skin a mango and, eat it in my hands over the sink like an animal. Like, you know, it's giving, like, Gollum, alright? But, I wanted to try and, like, do something nicer for you, but then I think I didn't even have time to film myself eating it anyway. So maybe I should have just stuck to my normal habits. But yeah, I gotta learn how to cut a mango better, because, like, this still looks pretty rough. Like, not great. Yeah, mangoes are, like, everything to me, especially in, like, the mango season. I'll eat, like, 2 to 5 mangoes a week. Like, I don't even want, like, ice cream or, like, chocolate. I just want to eat, like, 75 mangoes. Like, just the beautiful, subtle floral flavors. This one was, like, still not 100% ripe, so it had a little bit of sourness to it, and it was just, like, oh, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, you know I had to get in there. God, watching this, I'm like, I want a mango so bad. Oh yeah, I like to put Cajun seasoning on my mango, and, like, if you're not Mexican, you're probably like, what the fuck, you're seasoning fruit? Like, yeah, they usually use them, you'll see a lot with, like, salt, chili, and lime, or you'll see a seasoning they have called tahine. For my ass, Cajun seasoning is the way. I finished a project I was working on. I got my shit done, and I don't know, I'm just been, like, hammered with fatigue today, so literally the second I finished work, we're just laying in bed. Hello. I have pants on. Okay, wait. Fuck, where are my shorts? There they are. Sorry, this shirt is like 40 years old and, like, it barely functions, but, like, same, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm just watching YouTube videos. This one's really cool. I'll link it below. This chick, like, tracked all of her clothes for 6 months in an app. Like, I love the idea of doing that, because I love clothes and I love fashion. Like, you can kind of see over there in, like, my open hanging thing. That's, like, 2 funky jackets, just, yeah, that's pomegranate print. Anyway, I'm kind of struggling, with fatigue right now, because today's, like, a self-care day. I really wanted to clean my room. Like, there's just stuff becoming piled. Like, I don't know if you can tell on the other side of my bed, there's just, like, a pile. It's been a really busy few days, and, but man, fucking, I'm super goddamn fatigued right now. I don't even know, like, what dinner's gonna look like at this point. But I got, like, an hour before I gotta worry about that. But, oh, God. I'm so tired. Help.
Hello, good friends.
So, on this night, my dinner was kind of decided for me by the fact that, I had a whole bag of frozen spinach. No, frozen, cabbage. And, instead of putting it back in the freezer, I put it in the fridge so it all defrosted. So I was like, I gotta use up this cabbage. And, I decided to make, Colcannon. It's like an Irish vegetable and potato dish that's, like, super comforting. Sometimes when you feel like shit, you just really need something comforting, and, like, I was craving the food of my people. The last time I had Colcannon, I was in, like, a rural little town in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania with some friends I, like, don't really keep up with anymore. Anyway, this is not a traditional Colcannon, obviously, because I'm making it. I'm pretty sure the original recipe only calls for, like, potatoes, cabbage, salt, pepper, milk, and butter. But, or you can put, kale and, like, onions or green onions in it. But, I like a shit ton of garlic in all of my food. It's good for you. So, yeah, and, I ended up, I was just using the end of the frozen green onions I had, so, like, I felt like there wasn't enough green going on, so I ended up just piling some spinach in there. But, you'll see, there's, like, a little twist on it. But, Colcannon is amazing. Like, I know a lot of people shit on, like, food that comes from, like, Ireland and, like, the UK and stuff. But, I really like it. It's great food when, like, it's cold out on your little damp island. Like, Like, I love fish and chips. I love, like, pies. I could fuck with, like, a venison pie right now. Like, and that's the only nice thing you'll ever hear me say about the British, though. But yeah, I was just cutting up the green onions and the bulbs with scissors, because we use up everything in this house. If I paid for it, I'm fucking eating it. This was cool. I used up frozen and defrosted cabbage. I used up green onions, and I used just, like, I only had 3 potatoes. These are white potatoes. Then, you know, salt, pepper, garlic, everything you need. One thing about Colcannon is that it uses way more butter than you would think. But, yeah, then, maybe this is, like, insane to do. I'm not a sane person. I'm literally on psych meds, so come at me. You know. You won't fight me. Choppity, choppity, choppity. Yo, I love cutting shit with scissors. Maybe it's just because I'm a little gay, but, what? Can I post that on the internet? Am I gonna end up in a camp? Anyway, we tried, honey butter. So, like, look, it has, like, so it says maïs dog sévère, miel beurre. Beurre is, butter in French, right? Why is there, where did they get these corn dogs from? So you might be thinking, what? Colcannon and, like, a Korean fish cheese corn dog? That doesn't make sense, but, like, in the UK and Ireland, you know, I'm pretty sure, like, sausage and potatoes is, like, is standard fare. Again, I'm not an expert on anything, so, like, I could be wrong. I do have Irish ancestry, and I do appreciate, like, a lot of things about Ireland. Like, I think, like, the amount of, like, artists and writers, especially writers that Ireland has produced, is, like, genuinely insane for, like, a tiny island that was, like, basically, the English tried to kill everyone there. Like, they call it the potato famine. That shit was not a famine. Wake up. What do they say? Wake up, sheeple. There's a lot of things that we call, like, famines and wars and, like, colonial conflicts that are actually just, like, wide-scale murders. So think about that one. That sound like anything to you? I don't know. Anyway, as an Irish person, I would say that. I'm not really Irish. I'm, like, Irish, American, and Ukrainian. Yeah, pick a struggle, right? Oh yeah, Jewish also. What a time. Anyway. Yeah, this was just me throwing that fucking spinach in there. Because it wasn't green enough for me, and, like, having vegetables is always good for you. You know? I was reading that, like, a lot of Americans don't get enough fiber and they don't get enough protein, so, like, in any opportunity, even if it's not faithful to the recipe, I will put more vegetables in something. Now, I apologize for the abrupt end to this video. My roommate came home and I shared some Colcannon with her, but, this fucked, and you might, you know, Irish food, Korean food, listen, we're talking about 2 countries, history of colonization. We have alcoholism, we have cabbage, we have violent civil issues between, like, partitioned parts of a state, like, Irish and the Koreans, like, if you get it, you get it, if you don't get it, That's fine. This is for the girls who get it. Anyway, this was absolutely fire together. This Colcannon, like I ate a pile of it because I was starving because I didn't eat enough protein and I like fucked up my hormones. Delightful. This was like a honey mozzarella fish corn dog and it was super delicious, honestly. I cooked it according to the package directions and I do think it got a little burned on the outside, but I didn't really get that cheese pull out of it, which I was kind of bummed, but I put some Dijon mustard into it. Anyway, abrupt ending is coming, I think. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. My roommate's Mexican and she's never had Irish food before and she said it was like a cloud.